Hi guys and welcome. These are your handover videos for your Coachman Laser Xcel 875. So I'm just going to run through how to pretty much set up the van and utilise it. So in this front right locker we have the point for the gas bottle. So we are using our test equipment today. So you can see you've got a gas hose connected onto this point here, which you can hand tighten to an extent, and just finish it off using a spanner. Both sides firmly connected, and then the gas is switched on in the positive direction. That will begin to draw gas through into the caravan. On this side here, we've got the flue. The flue is to get clean air into the boiler. Don't have to do anything with it, just make sure that it is nice and clean and everything will work as intended. Just here you have an act roll. So we're not drawing any water through today as it is rather cold. So I'll just show you how it would work. So you have the connection just here, and that plugs in just like so. You've got this plastic cap to go over the top, and then right at the bottom you've got your strainer. The strainer has to sit at the bottom of the barrel to allow for the most amount of water to come through, otherwise it will gasp air through, which is not what you want. So that connects in just there, and then you can just push the cap down so that locks that in place. Next up, you've got your battery locker. You've got a battery fitted just here, then you have your mains point just here, plugs in nice and simply, and then just behind it you also have your point for your motor mover, which I will go over on the day of collection. Making our way down the caravan, we have these 2 points here. So these 2 points are where your wastewater will come out of from your sinks and also your shower. You'll need some 28.5mm waste pipes to feed into a waste master, and they just flow out nice and easily, and they flick up just like so. Then just at the end we have these 2 points here. These are both for the toilet. So this first point here opens up using your key, and this is where you'll feed in your water for your flush for your toilet. So it can hold around 10 litres of water, and then you'll want to put in a little bit of paint chemical if you want it to smell nice, and it just feeds in just very easily. Get yourself something like a watering can, very simple. Then underneath you have your cassette toilet. Your cassette toilet is currently locked in place as the orange handle is behind those 2 teeth. To release it, press up on the handle and remove it like so. Go to your emptying point on site or wherever you may be, twist this orange head to the side, then you'll want to just flip it back. That's quite firmly on. You want to just open up the cap just like so, and then tilt, and at the same time as tilting you want to continually press in this vent button. Tilt, press in that. Once you've done that one time, I do recommend doing it another time after swilling it out with some fresh water. And then on your cap here, this is where you're putting your blue chemical. So the blue chemical is like the toilet cleaner. You've got some measurements in both freedom and metric unit. Then slot it back on like so, twist the head back to the side, and then push in like so, so the orange handle sits behind these teeth. Now you don't want to travel with either of these two full, so that's how to empty this one. How to empty this, you have just underneath here, you have this little black pipe. Open up the nozzle and that will empty out the remaining water that's left in here, and that's how to operate everything outside. Okay, so now inside the caravan, we are underneath the right hand side bed, and you have all of this stuff here. So I'm just going to go through a few things for it. You have these blue leads with these yellow valves Now the yellow valves are currently in the vertical position, and that means that any water inside is being drained. So you'll want to have it, it's very simple, you'll push it down just like that on both of them, and when they're both in the horizontal position, that allows you to bring water into the caravan. Both of them have to be in the horizontal for you to bring in water, both of them in the vertical for when you wanted to drain. Just here you have your outer boiler. These two blue boxes are your brain box for your motor mover, and then if I press in here, you have all your trips and all your fuses. All your trips have to be in the upright position for everything to work. You also, back here, have your solar panel regulator as well. And then if I just spin around here, this here is your onboard tank. So you can open it up just here, just like so. And as you can see inside right now, I've drained it off. So just put that back. This screws on just like so. Then just here you have this black switch. When the black switch is pointing towards like 9 o'clock, that means it's draining off the water. When you switch it to 12 o'clock, that is no longer draining, and that allows the water even to come into the tank. So for now, just because it's cold weather, we're going to keep it just like that. You can open this up and see inside as well, and you can see at the bottom that it is being emptied out. So that's everything for underneath here. Now I'll show you how to set up your heating and everything else. Okay, so first for control panels, you have this here. This is your like main control panel. Turns on and off using this switch. Without that on, nothing else inside the caravan works. So pressing through up and down, you have settings. If you want to go inside settings, you press this button here. You have a few options to go through. Then save and exit, press that. Keep going down, you've got fill tank, you've got pump select, so you can either have internal pump or external pump. And then you have your water level, which is currently at 0 as we've drained it off. Then you have the internal temperature of the van. It may slightly differ to the internal temperature that's put on here, but they're all close enough. Then you have your leisure voltage. When you don't have your mains plugged in, this will be a true representation of the leisure voltage from the battery, but we do have the mains currently plugged in. So if you did want to fill your tank, what you'd have to do is press this button here, which is the pump. Now if I am to press it, that will begin to draw water through, which I'm not going to do. So you'd have to go to internal pump, then press this button here, and then press that, and that will begin to pump through water into the internal tank, which you can then see on the water level just here. You have the option of either using the water that's currently inside the caravan, using the internal pump, or using the water coming from your aqua directly outside, using the external pump. Then just here, you have lights, so press this, and you can see lights go off, and lights go on. Then just this one here is for your awning light, so it's been pressed on. Just go outside and check, and you can see the awning light is on there, which I'm going to switch off for now. So what this control panel allows you to do is operate your water and your lighting. If it is a case that your either using the internal or external pump. What I would recommend, after pressing in this button here for the pump, going over to your taps and then running your taps for 30 seconds. I would wait 2 to 3 minutes after you have first initially set up and press the pump button to do this, however, and then check both the taps. Okay, next up we have the outer control panel. This is for your heating and hot water. So pressing in the menu button, as you can see it's illuminated green here on the power button, and that means it's on. Currently it says it's got an internal temperature of 22.5 degrees. Press in here and you can change the temperature which you would desire the caravan to be at. So it goes all the way up to 30 and starts at 5 degrees, and using either this button to go up or this button to go down. Whatever you leave it on is what temperature it will get to. Next up, we've got light. Now, this isn't a light for, you know, up here through the ceilings. This is for your AC. Your AC has lights going across it. Put the brightness down, you can see it does get dimmer and brighter. Not massively, and then you can choose to turn off the AC light by pressing in that button just there. Energy. Now, this is essentially what power source you're using for your heating and hot water. So currently we have it on a mixture of electricity and gas. So electricity, if I wanted to use strictly gas, I would put this slider down to the bottom where it says 0 kilowatts and just have this slid to the side. Let's say I want gas and 1 kilowatt. That's how you do it. You just spin that to the side. And this is gas and 2 kilowatts. And it does go up to 3 kilowatts, but this mains lead, well, our mains point doesn't have the capacity for 3 kilowatts. Do check your site though for whatever site you use for the 3 kilowatt capacity. If you did just want to use electric, press in here and that turns the gas off for being used for heating and hot water. And then just here we have the hot water. You can either have it off, on, or boost. Boost will prioritize the hot water over the heating for around about 15 minutes. This is good for when you want to use a shower or something like that, or you just want some hot water quickly. So again, push in, slide it to on, or slide it to boost. And then when you want to turn it off, press and hold in, and it turns it off. Now, for the fridge operation, it is quite simple. It's currently off, no lights illuminated in either. When you want to turn it on, press in this button just here, and you'll see it flash on and go to its most recent memory, which was mains on full capacity. If you want to change either the power source used to chill the fridge or the amount of power, you press in this button here. It will show you what it's on, and then this part will begin to flash first. So you can either have it on mains, 12 volts being your car battery, so it will only work on car battery, gas, just here, or this A means auto. And what that will do, it will automatically switch the fridge to the most powerful source. So press this in again. We'll put it on gas for now. So gas is flinging. Press in on the square button again to select it. Then to change the amount of power coming in, it's on a sliding scale. So start at 1 and goes all the way up to 5. You can choose using these two here. So press down, goes down, press up, goes up. So let's say we want it on gas on full, select again, and you can see gas icon lit on full. Now with the gas, I'm not sure if it will necessarily pick it up on the video. You can see that it does flash off as well, so it's not annoying you whilst you're sleeping. You will hear it almost like tick in. I have had it lit on gas already. I do know that it lights. And then whenever the fridge is on, you can see the lights inside the fridge come on as well. Then when you want to turn off the fridge after you finish using it, press in this button here, flashes, and there's no longer a blue dot on the top. Next up, we have the hob, grill and oven system. So very, very similar to any other type of gas cooker. You have this button here which presses in and you can hear the clicks. All you have to do is press in on a knob, twist it to the side. Not sure if it picks it up on video, but you can hear the gas begin to hiss, and you have to do both of them simultaneously. So bear with me 2 seconds. And this is what you want to see. You want to see nice, blue, clean, continuous flames showing that the gas is nice and it's coming in properly. No disruptions or anything like that. Then to turn them off, back to the central, back to the central, back to the central. The only difference is the electric plate, you don't have to press in on that button. You just twist it to the side of the desired one that you'd like. I'll now show you that the grill and oven both light as well. So here you can see the grill, again, same concept, nice blue, clean, continuous flame. Turn it off, back to the central. And then again, on the cooker here, as you can see, nice continuous flame. The only difference is, twisting it that side will increase the temperature. Normal to any type of cooker, it is a case you do have to preheat the oven and all of that. Back to the central, turns it off. However, you do have this button here. Press in this button and you can see that the bulb inside the oven comes on. So all of those light, and then just here you have your glass cover. Don't put the glass cover down until all of these are cold to the touch, as it may make the glass shatter. Then lastly, we have the toilet. Bog simple, you might say. So once you have filled the water outside through that top compartment and you want to flush, you press this button here. Obviously I've emptied it so there's no water coming out, but you can hear that motor whirring, which is what would push the water out. Then at the bottom you've got this handle here, push it away and that opens it up. Well, opens this catch to feed into the cassette toilet. Pull it back, shuts it. Very, very simple, very easy to use.